It's Tuesday. You're driving home in the rain. The bridge is slick. Your tires let go. The guardrail doesn't hold. 3 seconds of falling. Total silence. Then the water hits. Your airbag fires. Your ears ring. Cold water is already climbing past your ankles. From this exact moment, you have about 60 seconds before this car goes under. And here is the part nobody ever told you. Most people who die in a sinking car do not die because of the crash. They die because of what they do in the next 60 seconds. By the end of this video, you will know the 4 words that rescue divers teach their own children. 4 words that turn this nightmare into something you walk away from. But first, you need to understand what is actually happening to your car right now. Because almost everything the movies showed you is wrong. Every year in North America, roughly 400 people drown inside their own vehicles. Here is the detail that should stop you cold. Most of them survived the impact. They were awake. They were conscious. They had time. So what went wrong? A researcher named Giesbrecht at the University of Manitoba decided to find out. He put real cars into real water again and again with trained people inside and studied every single second. What he found changed how rescue teams think about drowning. Your car does not sink like a stone. It floats for somewhere between 30 seconds and 2 minutes. Your car sits on the surface like a leaking boat, nose dipping first because the engine is the heaviest thing on board. Gordon calls this the floating phase. You should call it what it really is. The only window you're ever going to get. So the clock starts. 60 seconds. What does your brain scream at you to do first? Grab your phone. Call for help. It feels responsible. It feels smart. It is the first mistake that kills people. Do the math with me. 10 seconds to find a phone that just flew off the seat. 15 seconds to unlock it with wet, shaking hands. 20 more to explain to a dispatcher where you are. If you even know, that is 45 seconds gone. The water is at your chest now. And the nearest rescue team? 8 minutes away. Maybe more. No dispatcher on earth can reach you inside this minute. In these 60 seconds, the only rescue team that exists is you. So your brain moves to instinct number 2, the door. You have opened that door 10,000 times without thinking. Not today. The moment your car entered the water, physics locked you inside. Water is pressing against the outside of that door with hundreds of pounds of force. You could be the strongest person on the planet. The door does not care. So if the phone is a trap and the door is a wall, what is left? 4 words. Seatbelt. Windows. Children. Out. Say them again. Out loud. Right now. Seatbelt. Windows. Children. Out. This is the exact sequence Giesbrecht's research produced. And it is taught to rescue professionals across the world. Here is how each word saves your life. Seatbelt comes first. Always first. Panic makes people forget they are strapped down. Divers tell stories of victims who fought the door, fought the window, fought everything except the one strap actually holding them in place. Press the button. 2 seconds. Done. Windows come second. And here is the good news your brain will refuse to believe. Your electric windows still work. In test after test, power windows kept working through the floating phase, even with water halfway up the glass. So hit that switch early and open the window all the way. Yes, water will start pouring in. Let it. That hole in the side of your car is not a leak. It is the exit. But what if the window will not open? Then you break it. And this is where one tiny detail decides everything. Car windows come in 2 types. Tempered glass explodes into harmless pebbles with one sharp strike from a pointed tool, right in the corner where the glass is stiffest. Laminated glass will not break. Not with a tool. Not with your elbow. Not with 100 tries. In 2019, researchers at AAA tested 6 popular escape tools. On tempered glass, some worked. On laminated glass, every single one failed. So here is your homework for tonight. Walk to your car and look at the corner of your side window. There is a small printed label, and it tells you which glass you have. If it says tempered, keep a spring-loaded escape tool in your door pocket, not the glove box. In the story, the glove box is already underwater. If it says laminated, check your rear windows because they are often still tempered, and burn this into your memory. In a laminated car, the window switch is your lifeline, which means you open windows the moment your car ever leaves the road, before the water can decide for you. And that trick you saw online, ripping out the headrest and using the metal prongs. In real testing, it is slow, clumsy, and it usually fails. Forget it. The third word. Children. If your kids are in the back, you unbuckle the oldest first. Why the oldest? Because the oldest can help the youngest while your hands are busy. Then you push them out through the open window ahead of you. It feels wrong. Every parent instinct says exit first and pull them after. The research says the opposite. Children float, children swim. What a child cannot do is escape a sinking car alone after you're gone. Out the window, oldest to youngest, then you follow. The fourth word. Out. Grab the door frame. Pull your body through. Push off the car and swim. 60 seconds forwards. That is the entire plan. But what if you're watching this too late? What if, in this story, you froze? And now, the water is over the glass and the car is tilting nose down into the dark. The world goes quiet. The pressure builds against your ears. The light fades from green to black. The movies promised you an air pocket. The truth is colder. There may be a shrinking bubble of air near the highest point of the cabin. It is not a plan. It is a countdown. So here is your last resort. And it only works if you refuse to panic. As the cabin floods, the pressure inside and outside slowly become equal. When the car is nearly full of water, the door that was impossible becomes possible again. Take your final breath from the highest air in the cabin. Then open the door or pull yourself through the window. And if the water is so dark, you cannot tell which way is up, and most people cannot, breathe out a little and follow your own bubbles. Bubbles always know the way. Some people have survived this way. Many have not. That is exactly why the floating phase matters so much. The first 60 seconds are not your best chance. They are very nearly your only one. So let's run it back. Same Tuesday, same rain, same bridge, except this time you are different. The water hits. 0 seconds. You do not reach for your phone. You say 4 words out loud. 3 seconds. Seatbelt. Click. 5 seconds. Windows. The motor whirs. The glass drops. Cold spray rushes in and you smile at it because that hole is your way home. 9 seconds. Children. Oldest first, pushed out ahead of you. And if the backseat is empty, you just gain 15 seconds for free. Out. Hands on the frame. Pull. Push off, swim. 40 seconds after impact, you're floating in the rain, watching your car tip forward and slide under without you. Now you call 911. The phone call never left the plan. It just moved to the part of the story where you're alive to make it. One last thing before you go, and it might be the most important part of this entire video. A survival psychologist named John Leach spent his career studying why people die in emergencies they could have survived. His finding is brutal. In a sudden crisis, only about 10% of people act quickly and correctly. Roughly 80% simply freeze, waiting for instructions that never come. And the difference between those groups is not courage, and it is not strength. It is whether they had a plan before they needed one. So give yourself one. Right now. It costs 10 seconds. Touch your seatbelt button. Touch your window switch. Say the 4 words once. Seatbelt. Windows. Children. Out. That is it. That tiny rehearsal is now sitting in your memory, waiting, hopefully forever unused. Then send this video to someone who drives, a parent, a friend, the person who picks you up from the airport, because 4 words are only worth something to the people who have heard them. Somewhere out there is another Tuesday, another rainstorm, another bridge. It's Tuesday. You're driving home in the rain. Only now you know exactly what to do.